Hi students, I know many of you are waiting for ESC preparation strategy, but generally I don't follow anyone. I always derive my own strategy by seeing all the previous questions. So as ESC is having more than 4000 previous questions, it took much time to present in a different way. So anyway, so before getting into the video, I know many not only recent passed out students, many students who already cracked the state government services, central government services, are working in some PSU through GATE, are also preparing for ESC. I am aware of that. So there are a number of preparation strategies that might be available in internet. So I am not aware which is good or which is bad. So as students ask me, I have derived my own strategy by observing the past questions. So which topics we have to focus. Apart from completing the syllabus, writing the ESC examination is also an art. Many students think compared to GATE, ESC examination is difficult. So those who have not appeared, compared to GATE examination, compared to ESC examination, GATE questions are tougher definitely. But why this exam made difficult means here calculator is not allowed, and in GATE examination we have 3 hours to attempt 65 questions. Here for prelims you see 150 questions, 3 hours. There 65 questions, 3 hours, here 150 questions, 3 hours in the same time. Except some highly conceptual questions which need a deep understanding of the subject, why, how. So only if you read the subject in this way, we will be able to attempt some questions. But we cannot read complete syllabus. The syllabus is very vast. Compared to GATE, ESC syllabus is much higher. But the standard of the question is definitely lesser than GATE examination only. If you compare overall the paper, to get to get 70%, let us say 70% is much more very big target. To get 70% marks in ESC paper and to get 70% in GATE paper, you just compare the two papers by seeing the two papers. If without writing the examination, if you observe, you feel getting 70% in ESC paper is much easier if you see without writing the examination. But why this exam is difficult is calculator is not allowed and the number of questions are more. Only some questions need high conceptual understanding, but really to crack the examination we don't need 100% marks, right? So a proper preparation strategy is very, very essential. See, ESC topper should be GATE topper also. If he is getting ESC first rank, GATE is much easier, right? But he will not get GATE first rank also, right? Every year he will be writing GATE examination also. Are you seeing the same name in both the places every year? If you are a recent passed out or preparing a particular examination, it is highly difficult to prepare every examination parallelly. Let us say you are first ranker in GATE examination this year. Next year you can be the first ranker in ESC also. But preparing parallelly is very, very difficult. So understand this. So, and one more thing, as Railways removed its vacancies from ESC, the probability of success is getting much, much lesser. Let us say you want particular CWC or whatever military services, whatever departments you choose. So in that, how many are there in your category? Let us say there are some 40 vacancies in your category. So you should be in top 40 in the country to get ESC, right? Did you aim for 40 rank in GATE? Many feel how can we get below 50 rank India wide in GATE. Many students who are already cracked GATE also will write ESC, right? So among with them, you will aim for top 40 without thinking all these strategies. You are feared to get top 40 in GATE, but you will prepare for ESC, right? So what I am trying to say is be practical. So if you are aiming for state government services, first get that. Don't stop there. You prepare for ESC. That is completely fine. After removing the railway vacancies, this exam is really tough now. Prelims will play really major role here, and also time to get the result. You will waste lot of time here. So my particular suggestion is, if your aim is only ESC and not working anywhere, give 2 years time completely dedicated to ESC without thinking about anything else and crack ESC. That is completely fine. But if you have a condition, if not ESC, state government, so like these conditions, first attain a easy examination. If you are unable to get that state services also, what is the use of aiming ESC? within your state only, where there are more than 100 vacancies, you cannot get into state government examination, where many ESE aspirants will not even write that examination. You want to crack in top 50 countrywide, where all the students who cracked GATE and other examination also appearing there. So how it is logical? So first, I am not saying it is impossible, but it will take time. So do you have that time? If not, at least get some job and prepare for ESE. So students who already cracked any kind of job, anyway, this message is not for you. Okay. So we'll go into the video. First, before getting into the strategy, first let us see the pattern changes. Why I am saying the pattern changes here means, because you will be seeing the previous year questions, and if you are observing the previous year questions, the number of marks, the time allotted, everything is different. So you should be aware that previously the paper pattern is different, the marks are different. So that is the reason I am showing. So before ESE 2017, you cannot get this general questions. So current general studies is having engineering related general, engineering ethics, engineering drawing, quality management, current affairs, aptitude, mathematics. So completely, previously we used to have geography, history, economy, polity, current, even now also we have current affairs, but the focus is different here. Some industrial related current affairs they are asking more, I guess. So anyway, we'll make that separate video. So regarding ESE, we are planning to make 3 videos. In this video we will be covering only about the prelims paper. Still I did not completely analyze the mains papers and general studies also. Okay. So for that we will make separate videos. So currently in this video I will be focusing on civil engineering prelims syllabus only. Okay. So first let us see examination pattern before 2017. Previously English was for 100 marks, general studies also for 100 marks. So for 200 marks, 2 hours time used to be there, but that is completely changed now. And civil engineering paper 1 and paper 2, there used to be 2 papers previously, but now there is only, but still they call it as paper 1 and paper 2, which they used to call previously, same they are calling, but this is a combined paper now. But previously separate papers used to be, this used to be on day 1 for 2 hours, this used to be on day 2 for 4 hours, this used to be on day 3 for 6 hours. So students used to write 3 days continuously, but now the pattern has changed, because previously prelims concept is not there, but here they used to give some cutoff, and students who cleared that cutoff, only their papers was corrected, but everyone used to write conventional papers also. Okay. So everyone is allowed to write conventional paper, and after the 200 marks for interview. So overall if you add, you will get 1200 marks cutoff. And compared to other examination, the main difference is prelims marks will be added for later also, for final cutoff also prelims marks will be added. So whatever the marks you are scoring here, that will not waste. Prelims marks will be added later also. So if you score high, that is very advantage. Prelims plays very key role in ESE examination, definitely. Okay. Next, coming to new pattern. So currently general studies and aptitude paper is completely different syllabus. Anyway, we will explain that separately. And engineering discipline paper 1, paper 2 combined papers, 3 hours, 150 questions, 300 marks. So for this 500 marks we are getting cutoff. Previously for 600 we used to get cutoff, but now for 500 marks we are getting a cutoff. After that, those who cleared prelims paper only will appear for mains, and this is for 300, previously it is for 200. This is also one big change. So so here for 1100, for 1100 we will get a cutoff here. Previously for 1000 we used to get a cutoff here. Finally for 1300 we will get a cutoff. Here for 1200 we used to get a cutoff. So for 1300 we will get the final cutoff, and some vacancy, some waiting list also will be taken generally for ESE for safety. So by taking that vacancy into consideration, they will give some cutoffs. Okay. So anyway, so this is the examination pattern. So now we are discussing the preparation strategy for this only. Okay. So for this we will make a separate video, and for this we will make a separate video, okay, because the syllabus is vast. Even to cover only the prelims part in one video itself will consume lot of time. Till now, in other preparation strategies, what I did, I used to focus, so 1 minute. Okay. So in previous papers, what I used to do, I used to give you subject wise, or in some videos I used to give topic wise also. For GATE preparation strategy, I gave you topic wise. For SSC JEE preparation strategy, I gave you subject wise, I think, right? So till now I gave only subject wise or either topic wise only. But here I am giving you concept wise because the syllabus is vast. So on which topics we have to focus, on which topics we have to be completely perfect. So first initially where you have to, you cannot complete cover the entire syllabus. So where we have to focus initially, we will complete in this video. Apart from this, not only completing the syllabus, writing the ESE exam itself is an art. Why means, already I told you there is a lot of difference in pattern of the examination. Without calculator, 150 questions in 3 hours. But that doesn't mean you will not get numerical, you will get so many numericals. So in examination, how to handle that numerical? So this needs lot of practice and lot of exposure to n number of tricks. So this you will get only with n number of test series. You should have write so many test series to get this. Even though you are perfect, highly conceptual, but still there is very high probability that you cannot clear prelims. Once you clear prelims, mains is actually easy for those who prepared conceptually, but prelims is very tough for ESE examination. Okay. So first, so I will go chapter wise here. I will present you the analysis chapter wise so that you will have an idea here. Okay. So here I am showing you the list of topics. You can see from the simple stress chapter, strength of materials, simple stress, only in one topic. From how many concepts we are getting the question, you observe here. Okay. So gauge length, factor of safety, bulk modulus, average shear stress, relation between the constants, calculating the elongation due to self-weight models. This elongation and this elongation is different. Elongation due to self-weight means we used to have different shapes, right? Like this elongation only due to self-weight. So this kind of models. Temperature stresses, Poisson ratios, stress strain curves, stress calculations. So find the stress in the member like this. Okay. So these are the things first you have to be perfect. Without studying this, many students will read unnecessary laws, etc., without getting perfect in this. First you should know where you should be perfect. After that you read whatever you want from any textbook. Okay. So first, in this type of concept, you should be perfect in every numerical and every theoretical questions. Every numerical or theoretical questions. So from this concept, so here also I am giving you the weightage distribution, you see. So highest number of questions to find the elongations, highest number of questions. So you see here Poisson's ratio, stress strain curve. So you can see this got only 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, here and there you are getting question. But what are really important? Relation between elastic constants, elongation, Poisson's ratio, stress strain curve, stress calculations. So observe what kind of questions are asked in ESE. Okay. So in many test series, they will not really focus on what is important. They just try to make the paper as difficult as possible without seeing what really. I always mention with my students, it is very easy to give difficult question. It is very difficult to give useful questions. So because to give what is useful, you have to analyze each and everything where they are asking. It will take lot of time to give exactly what is required. But to give difficult question, it is very easy. You can take any standard foreign author textbook and see one difficult question and copy that. That is very easy. If you want, simply change the values. That is very easy. But to give what is really useful, that is very difficult. So you should be very choosy in deciding which test series is following this pattern exactly. Okay. So these are the important topics related to simple stresses. So as I am going concept wise, this video may take time. So write down the notes, no problem. Okay. So if you want, you can take the screenshot also. Okay. Even I am showing you the years also, so that you can verify that particular paper and see what type of questions were asked in that topic. Okay. So you can take a screenshot here and you can take a screenshot here. Okay. Next. Same question copied, huh? No, it is continuation. Okay. Next. Composite bars, elastic constant, strain, tensile test, Young's modulus calculation, principle of superpositions, bars with forces and hanging rods, elastic and plastic behavior graphs, types of materials, miscellaneous topics. So you just leave that miscellaneous topic, don't think what is asked in that miscellaneous topic. Elongation due to temperature variation, not only temperature stress, what is the elongation due to temperature. So here you can see the years. So you can take a screenshot here and a screenshot here. So to know what you have to prepare exactly in this paper. Okay. Next, so that is about the simple stresses. Next, coming to complex stresses. So in complex stresses, what are the topics we have to focus? See, highest number of questions, Mohr circle. So when they are giving Mohr circle, not only you are not only observing simply number of questions here, you also has to see which questions they have asked. Is it really essential to prepare all standard of question, all high standard questions in that topic? Are they really asking? Are questions are very easy? So if the questions are very easy in that particular topic every year, there is no need to read high standard. If the questions are high standard in this particular topic every year, then you have to go for high standard questions. Okay. So this is how you have to prepare, because you cannot complete the syllabus within 1 year. This is not a simple syllabus. Even if you complete, you cannot be perfect. By the time you complete the last subject, you will forget what is in first subject. You will lose that flow. You may remember the concept, but you will lose the flow in solving the questions. Okay, so to maintain that flow in all the subjects is very, very difficult. So you should be very choosy in which topics we have to get perfect. Okay, so you can take a screenshot here for complex stress. These are the topics. So take one screenshot up to 13 topics and take a screenshot. Okay, let me put this in a single screenshot so that it will be easy for you. Okay, so you can take a screenshot here and you can take a screenshot here. Okay, so that is about complex stresses. Next, shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So a number of questions are asked every year from this also. Important topics. Okay, so highest, so you can take a screenshot here and a screenshot here. Okay, so what is the most important topic here? Shear force and bending moment diagrams. Bending moment at a point, maximum bending moment, shear force at a point, relation between loading. So majority questions SFD BMD. You see my shortcut SFD BMD video. You should be able to solve each and every question of ESC or GATE or any kind of examination only with that one video. Okay, so that is the most important. And second important, finding the bending moment at a particular point. So in which topics we have to bending moment diagram. So shear force diagram and bending moment diagram itself have 18 questions from past years. Okay. Next, bending stress. So in bending stress, what is the most repeated question? Maximum bending stress, pure bending equation and theory, neutral axis determination. So this is how you have to prepare the strategy. Okay, so this is how you have to select the question, which type of questions we have to select. Okay, what are the various models in finding the neutral axis, etc. Okay, so take a screenshot here. I am mentioning you the years so that you can see what type of question is asked exactly. This analysis will take lot of time, but obviously to get into top 50, we need to do some hard work. So take a screenshot here. Next, shear stress. So majority of the questions are shear stress of rectangular beam. Very easy. Looks like very easy, but once you see the questions also. Okay. Shear stress distribution. So very important. Shear stress of rectangle, shear stress distribution, shear stress of triangular beam. So in various other beams, what is the shear stress distribution? In triangular beam particularly they have asked, and in rectangular beam particularly they have asked so many times. So you can take a screenshot here and here, or if you want you can write the notes. So only if you write you will get that into your mind. If you observe you will not get anything. So I personally recommend to write everything. Okay. Next, torsion, power of shafts, very important. So one of the most repeated, power of shaft. Sometimes power of shaft and maximum stress also will be linked, means with respect to power of shaft they will ask maximum stress only finally. So power of shaft, maximum stress, relation between solid and hollow shaft. So you have fixed standard formulas for this with respect to K, diameter of, finding the diameter of the shaft, comparison between two shaft, strain energy stored, let me change the ink, strain energy stored, strain energy due to torsion, failure of mild steel and cast iron due to torsion. So failure patterns, hollow shafts, torsional rigidity. Okay, so all these are completely formula based. And here one thing I want to say, sometimes you really get a difficult question. So this looks like just simply finding a theta or simply finding the torsion, but you observe the values. So let us say you are getting simply a T by J is equal to G theta by L is equal to tau by R, let us say. So from the given condition maybe you first want to find the torsion. So from the torsion maybe indirectly you are finding the maximum stress. Let us say some model is there. So you feel that you know the question, but if you see the calculation by observing pi by 4 d to the power of 4 etc., this may consume even 3 minutes sometimes only for calculation. So this question looks like you can solve the question, but you cannot really solve some questions in examination. Or a standard type of question is asked which is 2 steps regularly. So before the examination, can we convert this type of question so that only in 1 step? So if this is the model, how to get the tau value directly with a formula, or we can convert this like this. So this kind of preparation is also very useful before writing the examination. So some topics looks like you can solve in the examination, but you cannot solve that examination in examination. So that is the reason you have to write so many test paper to understand what is ESC paper exactly. Students who already appeared, they will be knowing, but students who are completely new to the paper, I am saying. Okay. So you can see the important topics. Power of shafts, very important. Maximum shear stress, relationship between solid and hollow, finding the diameter, comparison two shafts, etc. Okay. Next topic, slopes and deflection, one of the very important topic. So first thing is finding the slope and deflection in cantilever beam, simply supported beam. So majority of the questions are asked from cantilever and simply supported. So what you have to do, first you have to be perfect here. What you will do, you will see some eccentric UDL in fixed end moment, and you will forget some simple shortcuts in SSB. So first where you have to perfect, try here. Later you can solve fixed beams, continuous beams with eccentric load, whatever you want you solve later. First be perfect here. Okay. First you understand the strategy to crack the examination. Okay. So simply supported and cantilever are most repeated. Frames also here and there we are getting sometimes, and overhanging beam also here and there we are getting. So remaining nominal here and there one question is there. So read. So you can see more questions are constrained in very few topics. So be perfect in the topics, because guaranteedly questions are coming from the topics. Okay. Not only that, here I am giving you the years so that you can understand. So I am saying one question came from there, in which year it is came. So let us say in Macaulay reciprocal theorem in 2006 it came. What is current ESC year? Okay. So after 15 years from this topic question is not coming. So you should be aware of that also. That is the reason these years are given, okay, so that you can analyze which topics. So here you see simply supported, even in the recent years they have asked. Cantilever beam, recent years also they have asked. Simply supported with moments, after 2013 they did not touch this topic. So this kind of analysis and presentation you cannot find anywhere, because I don't copy anyone, I prepare my own strategy every time. You can observe the difference in any of my video, whether it is conceptual or preparation strategy or anything, everything I will derive on my own. So my style of presentation will always be unique, that is the reason, okay. Next topic, compression members. So compression members also one of the topic where questions are constrained only to some topics. So effective length, kern some call core of a section, core or kern of a section. So these two are very very important. So where you have 2 or 1, so where you have 2 or 1 mark, so in that topics first see whether it is recent year or not. If it is not recent year, we can neglect the topics for now. So see where you are getting more number, because I included each and every question here. So some may be completely not important. That is why you have to know where you are getting more marks. Whatever the 1 mark you are getting, is it recent year or some 20 years back. So you have to see that also, okay. Next, strain energy and theories of failure. In many books you will see theories of failure in complex stresses, but some concepts of strain energy are required for failure theories. So that is the reason I am adding it here, nothing else, okay. So total strain energy per unit volume, okay. So maximum shear stress theory you are getting. So this theories of failure is removed for gate this year, and for gate it is never important also. Maximum principal stress theory, total strain energy. So total strain energy in various situations is very very important. So if you see the questions of particular years, maximum total strain energy, so one of the most repeated. So after 2017 there is no question, but still one of the very very important. So in 2020 they have asked strain energy per unit volume, maximum principal stress theory, okay. Next, springs, not really important topic. So but still if you want to prepare closely coiled spring, so prepare this closely. Even recent year we have a question, closely coiled spring stiffness. This is deflection, this is stiffness, equivalent stiffness of springs, okay. So main thing is focus only on helical spring deflection and stiffness formulas, that's more than sufficient. So again I am saying, so if you see the formulas, see whether you can solve the calculation within 1 minute. If not, so even though you know the question, sometimes you have to leave that question in the examination, or prepare some shortcut before the examination only. You cannot derive any shortcut during the examination. So preparing the not only preparing the syllabus, the strategy is also very very important. How to attempt the question, how to create the shortcuts, everything you have to create by your own, okay. So that is the reason I also took so much time to derive the strategy, to analyze each and every question, so that I can help you in a better way. If I simply say read simple stress, you cannot read how, why in each and every topic. It is highly impossible for you, right? That is the reason I am giving you so choosy that you can read only that particular concept, you can be perfect in that, so that you can prepare the remaining things later, because the time is not sufficient for preparing the whole syllabus. Next, thin cylinders, hoop stress, thick cylinders, so both are asked. So comparatively if you see the number of questions, very very less. So if you want, you can leave this topic also, or simply read the theory behind this, okay. So in recent year if you see, after 2012 or after 2013 there is no question from this. Even in gate examination also they have removed this topic. Next, indeterminate beam. The topic name is indeterminate beams, where you have fixed beam, cantilever beam, Kaplan moment, fixed ends, propped cantilever, etc. Okay. So in this majority questions, propped cantilever are finding the fixed end moment. So you should be perfect in this. So remaining in which years they have asked, you can focus accordingly. Okay, so you can take the screenshot of the topics and screenshot of the weightage distribution. Okay, is it repeated? Introduction to structural, okay, only introduction. Okay, so in this introduction no analysis will be there, only introduction. So strong column or weak column principle, indeterminate and determinate structures, full rigidity design of steel structures, beams with hinges. Okay, so nominal questions are there. If you see the recent questions after 2005, there is no question from this, so students need not focus here. Okay, so this kind of information you cannot get anywhere. When you say you got a question from this, but when you got in 2005 you got that question, anyone will not say that. Okay, so in recent year where they are focusing, completely overall where they have focused, every kind of data I thought to give, that is why I took lot of time to prepare these contents. Okay, so just to type 4000 questions, imagine how much time it takes to which involves so many figures, equations, etc., and to separate that subject wise and to prepare this analysis. So how much effort will be there, you can see. Okay, so first next, indeterminacy. You know, indeterminacy is one of the very important topic for almost every examination, where even structural analysis is not important topic, you will see indeterminacy everywhere. So there you see static indeterminacy, kinematic indeterminacy, most repeated, force method of analysis, stiffness methods. 1 minute. Acha, okay. So why we added this stiffness method or force method of analysis means this is indirectly related to because based on what is the kinematic indeterminacy or what is static indeterminacy only, we will decide which matrices methods is advantage to use. Okay, to reduce the variables as far as possible, to reduce the matrix size. Okay, so once you see the questions you will understand what I am saying exactly. So here you can see what are the important topics and number of years we have covered. Okay, influence lines, not really important, but questions are there from here and there. Train of loads, recent year also there is a question. After that in recent years there are no questions, but still you can see ILD for continuous beams and the train of load problems is very important. Okay, next, slope deflection method. So in slope deflection method, deflection calculation, slope deflection equation, shear equation for Porter. In recent years there are no questions. After 2016 there are no questions. Even if you see the number of questions, comparatively only slope deflection equation is having significant number of questions. Okay, the strategy for prelims and the strategy for mains is completely different. If you are preparing for mains, structural analysis is very important topic. You must score there. So that is why we need a separate, I will talk about that in separately there. Next, what is the next topic? Moment distribution. So regarding moment distribution, force and moments for a frame, distribution factors are the very important topic. Distribution factors is one of the repeated topic in every examination, whether it is GATE, state government, SSC, not SSC, SSC is not, for SSC complete structural analysis itself is not important. So apart from this, if you see state government examination or any central government examination or GATE examination, one of the most repeated is distribution factors. So see in which topics we have to be perfect, so that even in examination if they give difficult calculation, we should have some strategy to solve it within the given time frame. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of important topics and years the questions were asked. Next, cables. In recent years also they have asked 2 questions from only cables. So central dip calculation, tension in the cable, one of the most repeated. But if you observe, even though the number of questions are less, you can observe one thing here, only in recent years, from the beginning I gave you the analysis, but if you observe only in recent years the concentration of cables is increased, so that you are getting question regularly. So in this topic we have to be perfect. So this also you have to observe, not only number of questions, in which year we are getting that question is also very very important. So recently cables is getting some significance, we can observe that here. Okay, previously there are very less questions. In 2004 there is a question, after that there is no question. So 2015, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you have to observe these kind of things from this analysis. Okay. Next, energy methods, whether it is Castiglione method, virtual workload method, or strain energy method. What is the most important thing? Virtual load method, analysis by virtual load method. That's all. Only one topic is getting significant weightage every year. If you observe the past years, 2020 strain energy due to bending for a cantilever, here we have, that's all. So if you observe in recent years, there are no recent year questions. So this is the topics where we have to focus regularly. Vertical, this should be virtual load or maybe simply a vertical load. By I have to observe the question what I exactly gave. So it may be a virtual load method, or particularly if there is any vertical load and asking the deflection, that also can be there. Okay. So observe the question and here you will be get to know. So not only simply copying the topics here, observe which type of questions were asked. That is very very important. Okay. Next method, trusses. Okay. Trusses, very very important topic for every competitive examination. Axial force, finding the axial force, one of the repeated question. Finding force in the member in a simple way, finding the forces in members, very very repetitive. In the recent years, no questions. Total there are 150 questions. So this video will take time, so I will try to simplify the things as far as possible so that you can note the analysis. Arches, more questions are constrained to only one topic, horizontal thrust. We should not leave that type kind of topics, because only by covering one topic guarantee questions are coming. So 16 marks only in one topic, remaining all you can see this is scattered like this. And where you are getting recent questions, no, yes. So from 2016 if you see, temperature effect on two hinged arches, temperature effect on three hinged, horizontal thrust on three hinged arch particularly. Okay, because two hinged is indeterminate truss, so it may need some analysis. That is why they are focusing more on two hinged arch and three hinged arch. And in two hinged arch, so there are so many standard cases which we can remember. So remember that also. Next, matrix methods. So in matrix methods, so you need not study the analysis in matrix method for any competitive examination, whether it is GATE or any kind of examination. You need not learn the analysis for objective examination. If you see the questions, you will understand that whether it is stiffness method or flexibility matrix methods, simply they will ask what are the coefficients, what is the inverse of this, what is the kinematic indeterminacy of this. So just by seeing the, if you see this is important, and don't try to solve continuous beam everything for prelims examination. For mains I will talk separately. For prelims examination you need not study each and everything in matrix methods. Okay, what is, you have to read only the theory, what is global stiffness matrix, how the transformation is happening, this kind of theory and what is happening is important. Practicing analysis is not at all required for objective examination from matrix method. But for moment distribution, even the analysis is important. Sometimes you will get the questions which need some analysis either by slope deflection or moment distribution or energy methods. We can see the past questions from GATE and ESE also through that analysis. Particularly matrix method of analysis in the examination you will not require. You will obviously go with some easy method which you can write on the paper very easily or comfortably. Okay. Next, loading methods and loading and other methods. So this is a recent topic only, this comes under structural dynamics. So even though you are getting questions in the past year, this is actually recently introduced in ESE syllabus, but still we used to get the questions previously also. They particularly mentioned in recent years this structural dynamic part, load and other. So fundamental time period structure, calculation of dynamic displacement. So you can see the questions are scattered a bit, and in recent years also questions are not there, but still you have to prepare this topic completely. We cannot analyze the weightage because as they clearly mentioned in the recent years, we cannot get the continuous questions from this topic to analyze. So don't follow the weightage here, see the topics where they are focusing and prepare everything here. Okay, that is my suggestion. Or if you feel this is a difficult topic for you, you can leave that topic. Okay. Next, building materials, concrete technology. So in concrete technology, building materials for major for many examination it is not important. For SSC JEE it is important. For GATE it is not really important. In GATE also many materials itself is removed this year, you can see. But in ESE there is a probability of asking question from any material. So what are the important materials we have to see, we will see here. So first, related to concrete technology, strength calculation of cement, regarding fineness of cement, mixtures, high alumina cement is asked repeatedly. Pozzolana cement, pozzolana and pozzolana cements. So pozzolana and pozzolana cement means what are the properties of pozzolana. Only related to that admixture they may be asking continuously. Okay. Continuation, because so many topics were there. Admixtures, one of the repeated. BOGO compounds, one of the repeated. Concrete mix design, workability. So these are the topics where we have to focus first. Okay. So whatever the topics I am highlighting here, you should be perfect on how and why in these topics. Okay. Continuation, steel concrete technology, low heat Portland cement, composition of cement, very very important. That's it. Fly ash, batching of concrete, very very important. Compaction, very very important. Non-destructive test, one of the repeated. Minimum grade of concrete for exposure, one of the repeated. Modulus of elasticity, very very. So you can see in concrete technology so many topics are getting high weightage. So generally I am highlighting which are getting more than 5 only. So you can see so many topics are there which are having more than 5 weightage. So concrete technology is one of the subject where you have to focus and be perfect in so many topics, because continuous regular weightage we can observe here. So you can take a screenshot of the topics. Oh, still continuation is there. Tests on the cement, fineness modulus. Okay. So you can take a screenshot here. Till 15 you take one screenshot. From 15 you can take one screenshot, because there are so many topics you cannot take in a single screenshot. Okay, so total 47. Okay, next, timber. So after concrete, bricks and mortar is also very important, and timber is also very very important. So see the number of questions. Defects in timber, one of the repeated. Seasoning of the timber, layers in timber, preservation of timber, tensile strength in timber, applications of timber, what are the things we apply on the timber, sorry, applications of timber, characteristics, only 4 marks. So these are the important things. So what are the topics they have covered? So total 15 topics. You can take the screenshot here. Okay. Next, bricks and mortar, also one of the important topic. So where you are getting more number of questions, masonry brick wall, very very important. Means they will ask slenderness ratio. There are few things which you have to know exclusively related to walls, so that things also you have to know. Compressive strength of bricks, one of the important. Mortars, different types of mortar, gauged mortar, what is lime mortar, like this. Okay. What are the proportions used in lime mortar? Requirements of a good brick, manufacturing process of bricks. So you can take a screenshot of the topics. You can continue the screenshot. That's it. Next, coming to stones, not really important. If you want, you can leave the topic, but only in recent years only they are asking. Okay, so that is one thing that significance, but only one question is there everywhere. Okay, so it's up to you whether you prepare or leave, but as there is recent questions every time, so only if you read the basics, that more than sufficient. Don't consume more time in this topic. Okay. Next, construction management, one of the important topic. You can see 32 only in PERT network, critical path 16, floats 16, different types of floats we have, excavation, activity and labor, resource management, project manager. So you can see weightage. Okay, so project network, project crashing, cost crashing. So when there are some situations where you have to crash the network by reducing the time period, so what is the procedure followed for crashing? Work breakdown structures, bar charts. So this is the topic generally we don't focus much, but this is also one of the repeated topic only. Okay. So you can take a screenshot of topics. So till 10 you can take one screenshot. Until 20 you can take one screenshot. Okay, so till we are in 36 page only after consuming this much time, because we are going topic wise, so maybe a bit boring for you also, but still we have to complete the video. So here you can see in introduction, comparatively all are having 4 and 3 marks only. So in that comparing WSM and LSM, WSM modulus of elasticity. Okay, or you can completely leave this topic also temporarily, because number of questions are comparatively less. Okay, so these are the topics, you can take the screenshot. Okay, singly reinforced beams. So majority of question, over reinforced beam, under reinforced beam, balanced section, minimum area of tension steel. Okay, so no much focus here also. Like gate examination. In gate examination, this is highly important topic. Next, flanged beams, not at all important. If you see, sorry, doubly reinforced beam, not important for every competitive examination. You can take the screenshot. Flanged beams, not really important for almost all examination. Here and there, only in gate 1-2 mark question we get long back. After that, we cannot see much focus on flanged beams also. So you can take screenshot. Shear, bond and torsion. Bond stress and strength, very important. Shear stress distribution, that's all. And design shear force. Shear, bond, torsion. So if you see, whatever majority students are perfect, only in that questions we are getting questions. So you can take a single screenshot here for this. Okay. Next, compression members, lateral ties, one of the important, but comparatively RCC is very good scoring, I can say, because questions will be generally very easy and standard questions only. Even though there is less weightage, this is very good scoring subject, I can say. Okay, so these are the important topics we have. Next, slabs theory is very important here. Design is not really much important, but theory related to slabs is very important for ESE. Okay, so flat slabs, one of the repeated. Design of slabs theory, what are the procedures? So only one particular point they will ask in examination among the procedure. Minimum steel requirement, that's all. Okay, so also see the topics which are in bending moment coefficient. In recent years they have asked, but I did not highlight. So like that you have to take the screenshot and analyze the questions later. It will take lot of time for you, but still it is necessary. Okay. Next, footings, you can take a screenshot here. Not much important. Overall RCC you can see comparatively less weightage, because In structural part other topics are more important, that is the reason RCC is having comparatively less weightage only. Next, serviceability, you can take a screenshot. Pre-stressed concrete. Concordant cable profile by balance method concept or anyway, so that profile is important. General pre-stressed theory questions, loss due to slip are important. Okay. That's all. So you can take a screenshot, not much important this also. Okay. So you can take a screenshot here. Next, walls. As I said you, particularly on walls you have some important questions. So here you can see what are the major weightage you have. Slenderness ratio of wall, I already told you, right? This is one of the repeated and retaining walls. So if you see the year and the type of questions, you will understand what kind of questions we have asked. Okay. Students who are from VG Academy, you can simply use our question bank and filter to know what question this is exactly, because I completely taken this analysis from the question bank only. So you can easily get what questions were asked in that particular year. Okay. So next topic, introduction to steel structures. One of the most repeated slenderness ratio, completely theory, but still one of the most repeated questions. Only we have few 7-8 values we have to remember, but you can see one of the most repeated question we can say. Okay. Next, bolted connections. Design of bolt, maximum number of bolts, pitch of the connection, area calculation, permissible stress due to earthquake. Even if you take 4 marks into consideration, steel structures is also not really much important, but still a bit scoring subject only, because only standard questions will be asked every time. Next, welded connection. So welded connection, strength of the fillet weld and design of welded connection, that's all. Remaining things are having significantly less weightage. You can take the screenshot of important topics here. Next, tension members, not really much important. You are not having more than 5 weightage anywhere, but still if you want you can take a screenshot. Okay. So you have to intelligently skip the topics initially where you have to get perfect. After that, so first you have to read which are very very important. Next you have to come which is important. Still if you have time you have to go to what is not important. Reading the topic from starting to ending, every topic will make you feel demotivated by thinking there is a lot of syllabus I am unable to complete, because you do not know where you have to focus. This kind of analysis, you cannot imagine how much time it takes. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot see this kind of analysis anywhere. I have not seen any video, but still I can say that till now, after this video many may copy the content or follow this content and make a video feature. I am not aware of that, but till now if you observe any video this kind of analysis you will not get, because this is very very difficult, because generally group of faculties will be doing any type of content, so different faculties will have different ideologies, but I am a single faculty, so handling each and every subject in this, so I know what are the connections we have, how to derive a preparation strategy. So as I know everything, the main disadvantage or main advantage whatever I have is I can take any kind of decision instantly. Whatever I want to do, I will do without asking anyone. That is the major advantage. So if I like to present some data, I can do it for every subject. I need not convince any faculty to do this work for me. But that is the one advantage. That is why I am saying. Okay. Anyway, Next, compression members in steel structures. So here you can see some weightage. Lacing of columns, lacing and battens. So particularly in lacing we got more number of questions, and slenderness ratios. Theory we have slenderness ratios. So that is also important, and column base also very very important. Buckling of column. So few topics you are getting in compression members from steel structures. So you can take a screenshot. Beams and plastic theory, one of the most important. Plastic moment capacity or collapse load, 31 questions from past. Shape factor 17. So more questions are constrained to less topics. That is a very very advantage for us. Length of plastic hinge, very very important. So only by reading 3 topics you can see how many percentage of previous questions we can cover by reading this. That you have to observe here. Okay. Plastic analysis theories, number of hinges. Theories means upper bound theorem, lower bound theorem. Plastic neutral axis. Okay, so that are the important things related to beams and plastic theory. Okay. Next. Okay, so here you can take one screenshot. Girders. So in these girders you have both plate girders and gantry girders also. Combinedly we have. So some important topics are there. Gantry girder, girder design, bearing stiffness, intermediate. So stiffeners, girder design and gantry girders are important topics. You can take a screenshot here. Okay. Roof trusses, not really important in recent years if you observe, but only from purlins we are getting repeated models. Remaining are not that much important. If you want, you can take a screenshot directly. Next, geotechnical, one of the very very important topic in paper 2. Still we did not complete 50% also. Okay. So from definitions and properties, void ratio, specific gravity porosity, this is very very important. Experiments and miscellaneous, very very important. So you can see, even though I already prepared the content and presenting you, still how much time it is taking. So to analyze, so to prepare the questions and present you in this way, you can imagine how much time it will take. That is the reason anyone will not really try this initially, to give conceptual wise how so much analysis is required for this presentation. Okay. So direct formula based question, problems on earthwork, void, so relation definitions, so many repeated questions. Volume change with respect to void ratio, bulk, saturated soil and dry density, experiments and miscellaneous. Next, topic wise questions from index properties, consistency limit, one of the most repeated, and plasticity, liquidity and consistency. So you can see the number of questions. Direct formula based, very very less. This is also very very less. Most of the questions are only related to consistency limits. Group index, not really important. Activity, sensitivity and thixotropy, recent questions are there. Experiment and miscellaneous. So here and there we have a questions. There is no real constraint topics, we can say. Only in consistency limits we have seen that important topic. Next, soil classification. So if you observe soil classification, coarse grained classification is more important compared to anything else. What are the various type of classifications we have? You will read everything and you don't know that, you have to focus more here. So first you have to be perfect in any type of question from coarse grained. So you have to practice more models on coarse grained, and only then you look after what are the various type of classifications we have, what are the importance we have here, what is textural classification. All this you can read later. First be perfect here. Okay. Okay. So this is about weightage distribution. Next, permeability. So in permeability, capillary rise no question. Quicksand condition, flow net, permeability, permeability tests, permeability through seepage, seepage, effective stress. Everywhere you have more than 5 questions, means this is one of the very important topic in geotechnical engineering. In every topic there are questions. Okay, so quicksand condition you can take a screenshot, flow net you can take a screenshot, permeability you can take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot. Permeability tests, permeability through stratified soils where you have different layers, horizontal or vertical, in a particular way parallel or perpendicular to the flow, seepage, effective stress, capillary rise and miscellaneous. I think the chart presentation was missed. To capillary and miscellaneous you can see the number of questions here. Okay, compaction, very less topics but still more number of questions. Compaction methods and equipments, compaction curve, effects of compaction on different types of soils. We will read this also. Compaction apparatus or equipments. Only 4 topics but good number of questions. So less syllabus, more important. We should not leave this kind of topics. Next, consolidation, primary consolidation, very important. Settlement time and its calculation important. Direct formula based consolidation equation, constants and index and various indexes. So you can take a screenshot here. Okay, so try to write this if possible, because it is very difficult for you to get this kind of analysis anywhere else. Okay, so take a screenshot here. Next, topic wise questions from earth pressure, number of questions. Rankine earth pressure, one of the very repeated. See where the questions are focused. Other earth pressure theory, so it can be anything like Coleman's theory. From here and there you can get a question from that also, Coulomb's theory, but more focus is Rankine's earth pressure theory. Okay, earth pressure calculation and some practical questions. So practical question like if you constructed a swimming pool, what kind of load the retaining wall is bearing, is it passive or active? So some practical questions may be there which can be solved only if you understand the concept of practically. Okay, if you are designing a cellar, so for cellar walls which type of pressure it is taking, for a swimming pool which type of pressure we have to design the wall, like that. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. Earth pressure calculation, ranking earth pressure theory, other theories, practical questions. Next, slope stability, very less topics but more important. Liquefaction and miscellaneous, slope failures, Taylor stability numbers. Only 3 topics where majority of the questions are focused. Shear strength, one of the important but number of topics are very less. Triaxial test, shear strength test on soil and its parameters, whether it is friction and angle. Remaining are comparatively less, whether stress path method, etc. So you can take a screenshot here. You can take a screenshot here. Next, stress distribution, Boussinesq equation, Newmark's theory, compaction pressure and settlements. That is vertical stress distribution chapter. So Boussinesq theory, one of the important. Newmark's theory, contact pressure. This is not compact. Contact pressure. So for sandy soil and clayey soil, with respect to contact, so what is the pressure diagram and what is the settlement diagram? One of the very important topic. Isobars not really important. Westergaard theory not really important. Approximate formulas not really important. Okay, so shallow foundation, so many topics are there which are really important. Plate load test, bearing capacity, Terzaghi bearing theory, bearing capacity of different soils, effect of size of footing, different type of footings and miscellaneous, different types of footings also important. That's all. So many important topics are there. You can take a screenshot here. And you can take a screenshot here. Next, deep foundation, static pile load formula, under reamed piles, tensions on piles. That's all. Engineering news formula. Here it is not 4.3, this is 3. Here you can see the number of questions. Static pile load test, grouped pile. Okay. So here you can take a screenshot. Here you can take another screenshot. Next, last chapter, soil sampling investigation and stabilization techniques. So even though it is last chapter, still you can see few questions were focused particularly. Collection of soil sample with water. Okay, only 2 topics. You can take a screenshot here. Acha, origin of soil we missed. Okay. So origin of soil not really important. Even in GATE examination they have removed this topic. You can take a screenshot. Clay mineralogy, this topic is also removed in GATE examination this year, not really important. Only in clay minerals, here and there we are getting questions. You can take a screenshot. Completed. Properties of fluids. Okay. So that is about geotechnical engineering. So with this I think 80 means approximately 50% of the topics we have covered. So still 50% is there. So have some patience, because if we are continuously seeing the concept itself, it is taking this much time, means how much time you have to spend for yourself. One thing, you need not write each and everything now itself. This video will be available with you anytime, correct? So when you are starting with strength of materials, simple stresses, open the video, see what are the things we have to read from simple stresses, note down and start reading that, be perfect and move to next. Okay. So don't try to complete simple stresses. Okay. So first complete what are the important things. We have to be perfect. Overall, read the concept, be perfect, practice more number of questions in that particular topic. Next, when you are moving to next topic, see from the video what are the important topics, because if you continuously write the topics you may get bored, but still I always prefer writing in notes instead of taking any kind of screenshot. Okay, that is my personal opinion. Okay, so if you are unable to write continuously, you can write that later also. If you are starting with particular subject, write that subject. Okay, or if you are maintaining separate notes subject wise from various sources if you are preparing, so write down important topics in the first page itself and continue accordingly, so that whenever you want you can refer instead of going through the video. In your notes itself you can prepare. Okay. So first, properties of fluid, from fluid mechanics, properties of fluid, one of the important topics. Dynamic viscosity, one of the most important. Capillary rise, rheology of the fluids, cavitation. So you can see the years. Fluid statics. So number of topics are more, but still good number of questions are there in some topics. Manometer, center of pressure, comparatively less. So absolute pressure, acha, only 1 minute, continuation now. Okay. So absolute pressure in atmosphere, rectangular box immersion in water means finding the pressure. So whether it is in this direction or in this direction, gamma A x bar, simple rectangular formula immersed. Absolute pressure and atmospheric pressure with respect to gauge pressure, what is vacuum pressure, what is absolute pressure, what is gauge pressure, this relation type questions. Okay. So You may be perfect in that topics, but you should make sure that is it possible to solve that previous question within 1 minute. You should be checking this every time. Okay, take the screenshot. Next, fluid kinematics, stream function, continuum equation. That's all. Rotational and irrotational flows. Examples and problems also you will get in rotational and irrotational flows. Like you have this kind of problems, right? Rotating a cylinder with water. Okay, and various examples. So they you have a question like there is a orifice at the bottom of the vessel. What is the type of the flow you are getting? Is it rotational or irrotational? So like there are a number of theory questions we have. We can see that, or forced vortex, free vortex, like this. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of various important topics. Next, fluid dynamics. So in fluid dynamics, water hammer effect, jet problems, vortex flow are very, very important. Fluid dynamics not really important. Okay, you can take a screenshot here. Fluid equipments, one of the very important for every competitive examination. Notches, orifice meter, venturi meter. You can take a screenshot. Laminar flow, through circular pipes, through parallel pipes. Only 3 questions here. Maximum and local velocity calculations, shear stress distribution at a section, Navier-Stokes equation. Okay, so you can take a screenshot here. Turbulent flow not really important, but still we will see if there is any recent year. Recent year also there is no much focus here. So as the formulas need some memory, if you want we can prepare this topic later also. Okay, flow through pipes, reservoir related problems, or maybe some losses also. What is the loss for entry of reservoir? Something like that question also it might have placed here. Or when 2 reservoirs are connecting through pipes, you can see this model questions in ESC many times. Pipe network, that's all. Hardy-Cross method, here and there we have question. You can take a screenshot. You can observe the important topics for GATE examination and ESC examination are not same. If you observe because some questions cannot be given for 1 mark. Cannot be given for ESC within 1 minute. If you are able to solve, you have more than 1 minute only, I know that, but still how many questions you have? 150 questions, na? 180 minutes. 180 divided by 180 divided by 150 questions. So you have more than 1 minute, I know, but on an average for bubbling etc. we can take around 1 minute. Okay, that is the reason I am saying 1 minute. I know there is more than 1 minute for it. Okay. Next, boundary layer and thickness. That's all. Displacement thickness if you want. Screenshot. Open channel flow. So critical flow, one of the most repeated, finding the critical flow, whether it is rectangular section or triangular section, finding the critical flow, hydraulic efficient channel and surge waves. Surge waves fall in open channel, so this is non-uniform flow. Achha, combined layer written. Okay. So surge waves. That's all. Water surface profile in non-uniform flow, very, very important for every examination. Hydraulic jump, very, very important for every examination. Back surface profile in OCF, very, very important. OCF means open channel flow. Okay, so here you can take a screenshot if you want, and here you can take one screenshot. Compressible flow, drag and lift, one of the most repeated. Mach number, drag coefficient. Okay, that's all. You can take a screenshot here. Okay. Froude's model law, very important and repeated dimensional analysis. That's all. Majority questions are only focused on Froude's model. You can take a screenshot. Froude's model means which is related to gravity. So what are the models that are related to gravity? Indirectly through Froude's number will be added in this. Okay. Next, hydraulic machines, centrifugal pumps, 41 questions. You can see how important this is. Pumps, centrifugal pumps and other pumps it should be, and it may be reciprocating pump or some other displacement pumps. Hydraulic power plant also important, turbines also important, specific speed of turbines very important. Pelton turbine is among the turbines, Pelton turbine is asked repeatedly. No, other turbines also very important. So these are the important things. Reciprocating pump is also repeated. Okay. So that is related to other pumps. Anyway, we will get to know from the table. Okay, so you can take one screenshot till 10th topic and another topic here, another screenshot here. Okay, so once you see the here, if you are VJ Academy student, simply by filtering the topic you will get what is the topic name, what is the type of question you got there. Okay, so that's all about fluid mechanics. Next, precipitation. So in precipitation, what are the important topics we have? So just like in GATE examination, here also mean rainfall is important, double mass curve, only theory is important, DAD curves, types of precipitation. So this is important for every examination. You can take a screenshot. Probability, frequency, probability or frequency or risk, remaining are comparatively less. So you can see Gumbel's method, only one time we get a question. So students also has to observe, you need not study each and everything in Gumbel's method. Okay, so while giving the test series particularly I am saying no one will do this kind of analysis. That is why many students will think after writing the test series, they think they are not capable of getting IAS examination, but the only thing is you really do not know the strategies, and institute also preparing the test series for formality only, because you can see how much time it takes to analyze this content and prepare the papers accordingly. So for the board it is only one paper per year, but for the institutes to create test series, some 20 papers they will create within 1 month. So obviously they cannot follow all these rules. So it is very difficult to make the papers very effective. That's the basic problem. Okay, so more topics, only one topic, more focus on only one concept we can say. Evaporation, very less weightage, only on relative humidity 2020 we have a question. In the past recent years we don't see. Consumptive use in 2015 we have, that's all. So not really important. Infiltration, one of the important for every competitive examination, phi and W index, that's all. Major questions are only from this topic. Okay, so see what they are asking. So if more focus is on phi and W index and less focus on Harton's infiltration, if it is GATE examination, this is one of the very important topics. So when you are preparing for GATE examination and ASC examination, you will be forced to prepare everything. So when you are preparing for a particular examination, focus on that examination only, so that you will get the success definitely. Okay, next, hydrograph, unit hydrograph, 30 questions, storm and a direct runoff hydrograph, storm water calculation. So you can take a screenshot. Well hydraulics. So well hydraulics is also one of the important topic for every competitive examination. Specific yield and retention, unconfined aquifer, transmissivity. Okay, so you can take a screenshot here. Flood routing. not really important. Even in the recent years, in only it is till 2017 there are questions. River gauging in recent years. So after 2013 there is no question from here, not much important. Next, methods of irrigation, not important. In drip irrigation there is one question recently, but still we can consider not important only. Gravity dams, one of the important topic, only related to gravity dams, reservoirs, height of gravity dam if you want. Okay, you can take a screenshot if you want. Next, spillways, energy dissipators. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. So see here, so many students will not focus this and study what is the design of Vogi spillway, what is Sarda fall. Your academy is different, your GATE examination is different, your IAS examination is different. Okay, try to understand this and focus on what is really important. Okay, many students will start preparing for mains also and preparing everything and fail in prelims. What is the advantage of your hard work? Okay, so first to know the strategy. After becoming perfect in this only, try to move to next. Many students, what they will do, they will open simple stress, read each and everything continuously from various type of sources and move to next. By the time you come to last subject, you will forget the first subject. You will lose the flow. I am saying you again and again. Okay. Next, cross drainage works, siphon aqueduct, one of the most important and remaining not really focused. Canal regulation works, not much important, but still if you want you can take a screenshot. In the recent year 2019 there is a question from Mitra's hyperbolic transitions. Next, lined and unlined canals, more focus only on Lacey theory, lined canals, alluvial channels. You can take a screenshot, 108 pages. Okay. Sediment and transport only on grayons, maybe perpendicular grayons, horizontal grayons, types of grayons, spelling mistake, that's all. Remaining are not much important. River training works, meandering river, sediment carrying capacity, grayons, you can take a screenshot. Water demand, so that is about hydrology and irrigation we have completed. Next, environmental, water demand, water requirement, population forecasting, that's all. Only two topics. So for design period there is a separate table, so theory, but only in 1997 there is a question. Next, sources of water and intake. Now recent questions from this also. Next, quality control of water, permissible limit, so this list is nothing but permissible limit type of questions. Hardness, diseases, total dissolved solids if you want, coliform organism. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 are very very important. If you want you can go one more step to see what are in 4 marks also and see which are in recent years. Okay, that's all. Sedimentation, one of the important topic, but number of topics are very less. Settling and sedimentation, flocculation, settling velocity in various situations, when the temperature is given, when the diameter of the particle is given, various type of situations. You can take a screenshot. Done. Filtration, rapid sand filter, one of the most repeated. Slow sand filter, one of the most repeated. It may be calculation related to calculation, also calculating number of filters, etc. But major questions are related to theory only here. You can take a screenshot. Miscellaneous treatment, which includes carbon method, ion exchange method, aeration, this type of method which generally don't come in the regular treatment pattern. Aeration, defluoridation techniques like this. Okay, Nalgonda technique like this. Okay, so you can see miscellaneous treatments. ion exchange, activated carbon, carbon dioxide treatment, aeration, desalination, lime soda process, reverse osmosis. Okay, so see where you have to focus. Okay, disinfection, only chlorine, whether it is different types, superchlorination or pre-chlorination, post-chlorination or superchlorination, or HOCl by OCl ions, or Chick's law, whatever. Okay, so different methods of adding chlorine, all theory problems, everything I have included in chlorine. Okay, you can take a screenshot. Next, distribution system. So for other examination this is not much important, but for ESC you can see very good questions here. Valves, pipe services, distribution system, various layout, that is distribution pipes, what are mains, what are laterals, etc. What is gooseneck pump, gooseneck pipe, etc. You can take a screenshot. Okay, what are the different types of materials we have to use? For example, copper pipes are used in which situation? All that kind of questions you can read there. Okay. Next, estimation of sewage. So in this estimation of sewage I have added all the theory like P trap, S trap, manholes, all this introduction whatever we have, that I have added in estimation only. I have not made any separate introduction topic. What is sewage, what is sullage, every definition, what is ash, everything I have added only in estimation topic. So design and analysis of sewerage, self-cleansing velocity, construction of sewer, traps, types of sewer pipes. Take a screenshot. Next, characteristics of sewage, only BOD or COD, that's all. Okay, so now where you have to focus, previous questions. Primary and aerobic treatments. So I have included primary and anaerobic. This look like anaerobic. Sludge digestion, 1 minute. Primary and anaerobic digestion. So eutrophication, sludge digestion, very important. Sludge and sewage treatment, important. Aerobic digestion, I think it should be anaerobic, I guess. Once you see the topic you will get an septic. So okay, this is anaerobic only. We have septic tank, we have sludge thickening, everything. Okay, so sedimentation and anaerobic digestion. So you can see the important topics and years. Next, aerobic methods. First one, activated sludge process, one of the important topic for every competitive examination. SVI index is asked so many times. A simple formula is asked so many times, but what you will do, you will unnecessarily focus on other things. Activated sludge process and aeration tank. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. Trickling filter and its design. What are the recirculation ratio, problems of filtering? So problems also not really, problems means not numericals. What are the problems we say we face in trickling filter, that it means. Okay, fly nuisance, etc. Oxidation ponds, oxidation pond and its design means detention time period, etc. this kind. Okay, waste stabilization ponds, major related should be theoretical only in this. Okay, disposal of sewage, dissolved oxygen and sac curve, very important. BOD in river and mixing, may be problems related to it also. You can take a screenshot. Next, solid waste management. So here you can see wow, so many topics are important. Waste disposal methods, in which situation which method is comfortable, sanitary landfills, density composition of solid waste, sewage sickness, composting, municipal solid waste. One of the very important topic, even in recent years this topic has got various a lot of significance also in various examination, and we can accept a concept based questions also in this. For example, they will not simply ask you what is there in the method. We have a vegetable waste, what is the best method to degrade it. So like this, only if you know what is happening inside the method, only when we have to use that particular method, you must be aware of that. Okay. Next, air pollution, very important for every competitive examination. Electrostatic precipitator, what are various type of pollutants, diseases, equipments to remove pollutants, very important. Photochemical, smog, atmospheric, what are the different types of layers we have in atmosphere, plume behavior with respect to inversions, what are the various type of plume behaviors we have, looping or fanning or coning, various types, trapping, greenhouse effect, not much important. So these are the various important topics which we have to be perfect. Air pollution is also one of the guaranteed topic which got significance in recent years. So these are the important topics we have to focus. Okay. Ecology is also getting questions here and there. Next, noise pollution, calculation of sound in decibel. That's all. Major questions are coming from here only, not much important. Even in GATE examination also noise pollution is removed this year, we know. Whatever is not really important for civil engineer, even they won't focus on that. Okay. Ecology here and there, that's it. Airport engineering, why this came here? Okay. So that's all about environmental engineering, environmental. Next, airport engineering, so transportation. So major questions are only from runway, windrow diagram also a part of runway design only, safe landing runway, design of taxiway. Okay. So only from runway and taxiway, major questions are falling in that. But if you see the syllabus, so much vast syllabus is there. So if you focus this only runway and taxiway designs, the same is important for every examination, but only for ESC there is lot of theory we have to study. What are the various type of boats that are present in airport, what is apron or parking areas, whatever we have. So we have to study parking, different types of parking studies also. What are the characteristics of aircraft, different types of aircrafts we have. Like this, there are so many things we have to study for ESC. So first we have to focus here, because the syllabus is vast even in airport engineering also. So you can take a screenshot here. So first you should be perfect in runway and taxiway and only move to other topics. Okay. Air traffic system, fendering system, runway lighting system, runway capacity, apron, payload and shaft means this is related to characteristics of airport. Okay. Approaches of the airport. So what are the there is a separate topic called approaches also, and related to noise control there is one topic. So like this we have a separate textbook itself for airport engineering, right? So this is not a simple topic actually, this itself is a subject. So first you have to be perfect in this. Next, harbor, docks and harbor. So getting questions here and there from here also. Harbor, different type of structures is very important. Remaining you need not focus much. You can take a screenshot. Okay. So many students try to finish the complete and try to read each and everything here. Okay. But you have to understand the strategy here. Pavement design, flexible pavement, combination of stress, here and there we have a question, that's all. Pavement design not really much important for ESC examination, or even for GATE examination is also, that is not really much important. Majority times they will be asking that cumulative number of cycles only every time in GATE examination. Tunnels, okay, we are getting questions. Tunneling methods, so only read tunneling methods and forget the remaining. Polycentric shape tunnel, this is also shapes of tunnel. Okay, so just read the tunneling method shapes and leave the rest for if you have time you can prepare that later. Okay, so don't try to read tunnel engineering, that is also big subject only. Railway engineering, so track structure means ballast, sleepers, etc. Calculating number of sleepers, allowable rolling gradient, super elevation, That's all. So you can take a screenshot here till 22 topics, till 25 topics. Okay. Next, materials and testing. CBR test one of the repeated, test on aggregate one of the repeated. Marshall stability comparatively less. In GATE examination, this is most important than any other topic. But here you see CBR test. CBR is important even for GATE examination also, but comparatively Marshall is one of the most repeated in GATE examination. You can take a screenshot. Traffic engineering. Intersection design, traffic surveys, origin and destination surveys, traffic capacity, signal design, these two should be combined. Speed and delay studies. So these two signal, maybe other type of signal design at intersection. So combinedly this should be 7. So particularly from Webster methods we got 3, remaining signaling systems we have 4 questions. Okay. So you can take a screenshot. Next, road maintenance, not much important, but still number of topics are less. If you want, you can not only read the defects, you have to read why that is causing, what is the reason. Once you see the type of question, you will understand. 135 page we have come among 154. Next, linear alignment. Sorry, the pages might be misplaced here and there, so that is why you are getting reverse. Linear alignment, overtaking sight distance, short sight distance, camber. Okay. So SSD, major questions are from SSD, remaining things are not important. Curved alignment, transition curve, super elevation, and vertical curves, whether it is summit curve or valley curve. So complete formula based, one of the very easy scoring topic. So that's all about transportation engineering. Okay. So next topic 138, maybe last topic, I think almost we covered everything. So introduction to surveying. From introduction also we are getting scales I have included here, vernier scale, diagonal scale, various type of scales we have, and what we say least count, etc. Triangulation, various type of instruments, Greenwich mean time, probable errors, principles of survey, types of survey. You can take a screenshot. Next, theodolite and traversing. So transit theodolite, one of the most repeated. Remaining here and there we have a question. If you want, you can read the theory or you can leave it. So see the questions in recent year, no much focus on theory also. Compass survey, one of the most important. Magnetic declination, celestial sphere, bearings. That's all. So remaining things are scattered. Unlike GATE examination, we cannot see that much focus here. So here you can take a screenshot. Okay. Next, chain survey. Chain survey also no much focus we can see. So relatively instruments used for is getting repeatedly. We can take a screenshot. Next, tachymetry also no much focus, only some theory questions we are getting. Leveling, so leveling is getting very good weightage again. Reciprocal leveling, combined correction, sensitivity, leveling operation. These are the important topics. Okay. Next, contours, characteristics of contour. So just this is one list of table, that's all, but you can see very good question. Just by reading one table of characteristics we are getting repeatedly. We should not leave this type of things. Areas and volumes not much important, no recent significance also on this. Plain table survey, no focus in this also. Here and there are questions. Since 2012 there is no focus. Various type of curves, not much important, but in recent years, in 2020 and 19 there are questions, so better to focus on this also. Okay, so not just simply seeing it, whether they are asking curve setting methods, what we have to read, or simply they are asking a formula based question, what they ask, degree of curve, okay, what is tangent length, what they have asked really. So where we have to focus, know that from this. Okay, as focus is coming recently, better to concentrate on this topic also. Okay, next, photogrammetry, aerial photogrammetry, where you have standard formula based questions from aerial photogrammetry, focal length, relative displacement, sorry, relief displacement, etc. Remote sensing, all this is a part of remote sensing only, but particularly if they have mentioned in a question, I might have written like this. Next, GPS, particularly from GPS also there are few questions. What is the number of satellites, what is GPS system, what are the components of GPS, all these things are very very important. Number of satellites is one of the most repeated topic question there, so you can take a screenshot. Next, total station, no much focus here. Astronomical survey, more recent also there is a question, 2019, Laplace station and sidereal day, but still if you feel we can leave the topic, you can leave, no problem. That's all. Okay, construction machines, oh we forgot one important topic. So in construction machines, mobile crane and cranes is very very important, output of a machine is very very important, power shovels is very very important, compaction equipments is very very important. Okay, so in some questions there will be match the following, so we do not know to which topic we have to push this into, still there are topics, no? Pneumatic and crawler type, bulldozer. In bulldozer we can get numerical type of problems also. There is one previous IS question, calculate the number of trips for bulldozer, like this type of question also we can see. Okay, in construction equipment, majority of the ESC questions will be focusing on in which situation we have to use this which type of equipment. This is the major type of question we see in construction machines. So just by seeing equipment and its operation, you cannot solve it. Very good conceptual questions we can see from construction machine. One of the very good scoring we can say, if you prepare this topic perfectly, you can get each and every question very easily. You can see previous year questions to understand this, but everything is application oriented question only. There is no theory question we can say from ESC, from construction equipments. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. As I said, there will be few match the followings also. For example, there is a hard rock, can we use power, this true and false also, the assertion reason also we will be getting. A power shovel can be used for any kind of soils. Power shovel can be used for hard rock, like this, which statement is true they will be asking. So which is false and which is true, once you read the concept you will be knowing. Clamshell, in which situation we can use clamshell, for loose soil or for hard soil, for which soil we can use clamshell. Okay, like this. So these are the important topics. Recent years, 2019. Okay, only in 2019 we have seen recently. That is also related to output of emission. After that, 2016, 15, no recent questions. That's all. That's all. Okay, so you have seen all the syllabus now, complete content we have covered, each and everything we have covered, all the subjects. So what I did for you, you can see I have reduced your syllabus to less than 50%. Almost you can leave 50% syllabus very easily, confidently. Previously, when someone says you got a question from this topic, you used to fear, we have to study this, we have to study that, otherwise we cannot get ESC. You used to think like this. Now your mindset will change. Yes, ESC is comparatively easy examination only. The syllabus is within our hands only. We have to know where you have to focus, that's all. So I have reduced your syllabus to very greater extension by going into each and every topic, even though the video will take time. I want, because I know so many students are waiting for this video to give a proper strategy for this. So you might be seeing so many videos related to what are important topics, many institutes might have done. So I don't want to make the same video again. So I want to go to each and every concept. Even if someone says from this concept you have ESC question, means yes, I know that is in 1995, but that is not in recent years. This is not asked, so I need not focus on this. So now you know in which topics we have to focus initially, what is very important, what is really important, what is not important. So in which levels we have to prepare, how much time we have to spend. Okay, so all this strategy I have given. So by following this, you can derive your own strategy. Okay, so you can see this analysis this analysis is completely genuinely prepared from VG Academy. So to prepare 150 questions PDF from 4000 questions splitted topic quiz, you can imagine the amount of hard work present here. So if from our side we have taken this much effort to give only the presentation of preparation strategy, so how much you should prepare from your side. Okay, so VG Academy is always there to support you, and many students are asking for ESC coaching from VG Academy. As you can see, when I do something, I will do it perfectly. My presentation will always be unique. I don't want to copy or duplicate some other content. I want to learn the thing myself and present in a unique way, any kind of video. So that is why I generally take more time compared to other. And one more thing, I solely manage the institute. Students are preparing for GATE, ESC, state government jobs, whether it is TSPSC, APPSC, KPSC, UPPSC, TNPSC, MPSC, all this type of students are there with us. So they are not interested in ESC. So I am equally satisfied. So if a student want ESC and we give support, he got ESC, and a student want APPSC, we gave a support and he got APPSC. In both the situation, I will have equal satisfaction only. My aim is to give a proper guidance for the students to achieve their goals, irrespective of what is their goal. I don't care whether he want to work in private sector or government sector, or want to start a business. From our side, whatever the guidance we want to give, we are trying to give from our side. So solely I am teaching all the subjects and managing nearly 2000 students. Okay, so that is the reason things will delay a bit from my side, but still you can clearly see the genuinity or focus whatever we have in serving the students. So students who are preparing for ESC, and you cannot join in any coaching. As you can see, without coaching institute, it is very difficult to get ESC. Okay, coaching is not mandatory, but with the current competition, I think at least coaching at least one time you should be taking coaching, and test series is mandatory for this. So many times you have to write the test series to get this things perfectly, to know, identify the mistakes. And major difficult thing here is to identify the proper test series. If the test series is focusing every time on giving the paper as difficult as possible, you will never know what you are really lagging and where you have to focus. This is a one big difficult thing. But from my side, to give such kind of test series, really it will take lot of effort. To compete with a team of special faculties alone with a normal average faculty, obviously it will take time, but from my side I will try to give my 100%, and from your side also we expect the same. So students who want to join VG Academy, who are preparing for ESC coaching, I am already telling you, obviously it will take time for us to complete the syllabus. At least we will try to focus what are important, what are not important. So from prelims point of view, whether we can complete each and every topic or not, we do not know, but I will always try to support, try to give 100% support and try to complete each and every topic in a unique way, present in a unique way. So my suggestion to students is, if you want to crack ESE in this year itself, you have no other option. Don't join VG Academy for ESE, because I cannot assure you that. But if you do not have any choice, you cannot join any other institute, and if you think my support will help you, then only you can join VG Academy. Particularly, I suggest you to take lifetime, because at any cost I will complete each and everything, even though some delay may happen from my side, but still I can promise you that whatever branded institutes are providing, without following them, I will make everything in a unique way, in a better way, in a better presentation to make you success. Okay. So my suggestion is, if a student who has a long-term goal of ESE, definitely you can join VG Academy as a lifetime students. By the time within our 1-2 years, you will 100% satisfy for the subscription you have taken. If you are taking for 1 year, if I am unable to complete any few topics, whether you may or may not satisfy, that is the reason initially only I am warning you. So if anyone has a long-term goal, somehow I have to achieve IAS, confidently you can join VG Academy. I can assure you that you will be satisfied with VG Academy content. I have no other works except improving this VG Academy, and I will not stop even after completing ESE syllabus. That is only related to competitive examination. We will move towards so many practical coaching. We will make one-stop solution for civil engineering in the coming future. Anyway, you have seen the success of VG Academy in 3 years. So within 5 years, VG Academy will do so many things which major branded institutes who are generating hundreds of crores revenue also may not be doing, because always I think about student favor, and whatever the fee that we are charging is only for the maintenance of these institutes and maintenance of my family and nothing else. Okay, so that price itself will reflect everything very clearly for you. So anyway, so students who are preparing for their own, you can I think many students will be having various institute notes freely available. You can read by yourself also if you want, but my personal suggestion is, at least once you must have a good coaching, and you have to select one very good test series. That is very, very important. From my side, without completing the syllabus, I cannot focus on test series really, because if I give something, it should be according to my image, whatever I am saying, and should be according to my image, right? So that is why I am not conducting test series. But for you, as I have given a very good analysis, now you can choose which test series is good for you and select that accordingly. Otherwise, there is a possibility of getting demotivated and thinking we cannot get ESE, but maybe you are really capable of getting ESE. Okay. So anyway, I wish you all the best, and want to see you, any one of you, not any one of you, many of you as ESE officers in coming future, and want to interview you how this video and strategy has helped you in getting ESE. Okay, thank you and all the best.